Today I am calling on the city to work with the community and workers to tackle the commercial waste in New York City. The majority of New York's trash comes from the commercial waste, and it's time we open a new phase of recycling with New York City's commercial corridors. Right now, commercial waste is the Wild West. Bautista's brothers, represented by Local 813, see a race to the bottom every day. The bad actors undercut the good companies on wages, benefits, safety, and the environment. This hurts all of New Yorkers. We can make a change today by working together with environmental justice organizations in our communities and the politicians here. By insisting on commercial recycling program, we can create good green jobs. By looking at the current race to the bottom and creating a franchising system so that carding companies may openly bid on routes, will allow customers to decide on their best services. And allowing the men and women that live and work in the neighborhoods good jobs with less pollution would make the city a more affordable and equitable place to live for everyone.
Growing up, jobs in the private sanitation industry with good paying jobs with benefits and the security of good pension plans. Now, as I stand here before you, I can honestly state that the majority of private carders pay very low wages and little in benefits. Many break the most basic health and safety regulations on a daily basis. We are unified in our message here today that the Wild West days are over, that we are going to fight for better working conditions in the private carding industry and build a program that creates prospering communities, good recycling jobs, and a cleaner, healthier environment for all our kids.
For 25 years, low-income communities and communities of color have been buried by a mountain of commercial waste. And it's not just low-income communities and communities of color in New York City. It's landfill communities and communities that host incinerators outside New York. And not only have these communities' environmental qualities been buried, but frankly, labor opportunities for fair working conditions and good pay has been buried as well. What we know now due to this report is that each job generated by a landfill or incinerator is the equivalent of 20 recycling jobs.
I am so proud that the environmental justice movement, that the labor movement, that elected officials, that community groups are all coming together on this issue. They're working hard. They recognize that there's an issue with regard to this industry that needs to be spoken to, that needs to be addressed, and we need to have a productive, sustainable solution to this industry, protecting communities, protecting workers, and we are proud in the New York City labor movement to be part of that as we move forward.